All right, welcome to my video. This video I'm going to be going over some word problems using oblique triangles. So we're going to use law sines or law cosines or the area depending on the problem. So here are a few tips that I think that you should probably take a look at or just keep in mind while you're doing these problems. So first, make sure that you draw a picture. Really with these, drawing the picture is the most, I would say, the most important thing. So that way you get your angles and your sides labeled correctly. Which gets me to my second point, label your picture with variables. Make sure you use variables that make sense to you and use those variables throughout the problem. Finally, use the law sines, the law cosines, or the area formula to solve your problem. Just try to determine which one you need to use depending on what information you're given. So if you're given enough information to use law sines, use law sines. Otherwise, use the other formula, law cosines. And then if you need to, use law area if that's what's asking for. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. Example 1. I'll go and let you read that. And so let's go ahead and draw a triangle. Now, this says that it's 7 degrees to the vertical. So if this was the vertical, my tree would roughly be about 7 degrees from that vertical. So let's draw the tree here. The tree is going to be 7 degrees. So this is not, that would be 7 degrees from the horizontal. We want 7 degrees from the vertical, so that's about right here. Okay, so that's so that this angle here, right there, is 7 degrees. Now, it also says that at a point 40 feet from the tree, so out here, 40 feet away, the angle of elevation to the tree, so let's go and draw the angle there, is going to be 24 degrees. So right here is 24 degrees. And we know that this is 40 feet away. So let's go and label this. I'm going to go and label this, well, let's label that C. Let's label C, ABC. And then this is a little c, a little a, little b. Find the height of the tree, and in this case, the height of the tree is going to be a, because this is our tree. So what are we going to use to find that? Well, remember that this is a non-right triangle, so I think the first thing we need to do is find this angle here, and we could find this angle here by taking 90 degrees. You see it's a 90-degree angle, and just subtracting 7 from that. So we're going to get 83 degrees. So this is 83. Then if we add these two and then subtract 100 or subtract from 180, we're going to get this angle is 73 degrees. Now I think that we need to find this angle because in order to find this side, we're going to need to use the law of sines. We've got a side and the angle and the opposite angle on this side. So let's go and set up the law of sines. So we're going to have the sine of 24 degrees over A is equal to the sine of 73 degrees over 40. And this should get it. This should get us A. So we're going to cross multiply. I'm going to multiply A here. So I'm going to get 40 sine of 24 and A sine of 73 divide over, and I'm going to have A is equal to sine of 24 over sine of 73. So I'm going to plug that in my calculator, and when you plug in your calculator, you're going to get about 17.01, and this is in feet. Okay, so then we want to box our answer, and we're done. All right, so again, it's really, really important that you draw the triangle. So let's take a look at another example. All right, so go ahead and take a moment to read this. You might want to pause it just to read the example. All Now it says that we have three circular tracts of land and the diameters are 900, 700, and 600. So the longest diameter here is 900, so half of 900 is going to be 450. So I'm going to go ahead and draw, I'm going to label the radius here, 450, and then this radius is 450. The radius of the medium circle is 350. This is 350. And the radius here is 300 of the small triangle. And I'm going to label this A, B, and C. Now, this entire side here, we're going to add this up. We're going to get 750. Here we're going to get 800. And here we're going to get 650. So the problem asks, what are the angles of the triangle and what is the area? Well, if we just wanted to find the area, we can use Heron's formula because we already got three of the sides. But we're going to have to find the angles because it asks us for the angles. So we're going to go ahead and use the angle, or find the angles, and then use the other area formula. So let's go ahead and find the angles here. Let's start with angle, well, we're using law of cosines, so we have to start with the largest angle. The largest angle is going to be angle A in this case because here's the 800. So we're going to put it in this form. I'm going to kind of fast forward here to the inverse part. So it's a squared minus b squared minus c squared over negative 2bc. So if you solved the formula for law of cosines for angle A, this is what it would give you. So let's go ahead and plug in everything in here. So a squared is 800 squared, 750 squared minus 650 squared, all over negative 2 times 750 times 650. We're going to enter that in our calculator, and it's going to give us 69.3 degrees. All right. So now that we have this angle here, 69.3, we can find another angle by using the law of sines. So I'm going to go ahead and find angle, we're going to find angle B. So the sine of 69.3 degrees over 800 equals the sine of B over 750. Multiply the 700 over and then solve for B. So when we're solving for B, we're solving for an angle. When we're solving for an angle, we use the inverse. So B is equal to the inverse sine of 750 sine of 69.3 over 800. And we'll go ahead and do that in our calculator, and we'll get 61.3 degrees. Then we'll just add these two together and subtract from 180. That'll give us C. So angle C here is going to be 49.4 degrees. All right, now we want to find the area. So the area formula, if you recall, was that the area is 1/2 AB sine of C. So let's just go ahead and plug it in since we know all the sides and all the angles now. So 1/2 A is 800 and B is 750, and we want to find the sine of 49.4. And when we do all that in our calculator, we're going to get somewhere around 22,000. Hold on, I got my calculator right here. 22,707.81. That's 227,000. 227,000. Misplaced my comma. 781, and we are in meters squared. Okay, square meters. All right, so there we go. Those are two word problems. I think if you just remember to draw the picture, that's going to be the hardest part, guys. Draw the picture. If you draw the picture successfully, then you can just use the law of cosines and law of sines. But weeding out and trying to figure out how to draw that picture is going to be the toughest thing. So in this case, we have a picture drawn for us, but in the next practice problems, you won't obviously have that luxury. So do your best to draw the picture, and good luck. So I've got 2 practice problems if you want to try them. The answers, the solutions are in the link below for the whisk. If you're in my class, you fill out the questions, and then the solutions will be there. If not, you're welcome to go to the click the link, go to the website, and take a look at the solutions for practice problems. Thank you again for joining me. Talk to you soon.